Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray, and we are here to check out a new teaser for another series, another GL, blank the series. So, what did I say? I said 2024 was going to be the year of the GL when it comes to Thai series. I'm ready. I'm really looking forward to all of these GLs that we have lined up for this year. We all know anybody who's Sapphic or who is interested in Sapphic stories or GL knows that we have been drinking from the tiniest thimble of water when it comes to actual like focused GLs in Asian dramas and live action, I mean. And it is finally time for us to get just so many. And I'm ready. I'm watching them. Baby, I'm watching them. So, blank the series. This actually came up on my recommended page, probably because I just posted on my channel my reaction to 23.5, right? So, you know, algorithm is algorithming. So, this showed up. I actually have no idea what this series is about. Like 23.5, I was supposed to say 31. 23.5, I knew like a general premise, but this I don't know anything about. I have not heard of until it showed up on my on my recommended. So, I'm going into this trailer completely blind. I don't even know who's in it. I don't even know if I know these two actors at all. Yeah, actually. So, you know, whatever. I'm here for it, though. Beautiful women kissing. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. So, anyway, let's get into the actual trailer. Let's not even talk about it anymore. Let's just watch it.
บนโลกนี้ไม่เคยมีใครสักคนที่เหมาะสมกับเราแม้กระทั่งคนที่เพรียบพร้อมทุกอย่างก็ยังไม่คู่ควรความรักเหรอมันคงไม่มีอยู่จริงหรอก
หนึ่ง
เด็กนี่ชอบมาตามวอลแวร์เราแถมยังขี้ตู่คิดเองเองอีก
All right, so we have age gap.
หนึ่งจะได้รักเขาคนเดียว
Boss
จน
employee
วันหนึ่ง
situation.
ทำไมต้องมาใกล้เราขนาดนั้นด้วย
ก็เขาอยากดูรูปที่หนึ่งวาดใกล้
ใจเรามัน
She's struggling. Ooh, second couple. So what does the blank mean? I'm always wondering what the titles mean. Because I have no idea. Now, is this dropping on March 2nd? Because I had absolutely no idea. Is this dropping on March 2nd? Hold up. Okay. So I think it might be dropping on March 2nd, which means that's tomorrow. I'm filming this on the 1st, so that's tomorrow. Maybe I'll and then Gap, not Gap. Jesus, I have Gap on the mind because I was thinking about Gap. Because it reminded me of Gap, right? Because of the boss employee, you know, a relationship situation. They also had they didn't have I think as much of an age gap as these two, but they had a slight age gap as well. What was their age gap? It wasn't super huge, but it was enough like that it was very noticeable when she was still like in school and the other was working, it must have been like at least like 5, maybe closer to 10 years of an age gap in Gap the series. But I think this gap is larger. I actually don't know what the age gap is because they didn't put any ages in there, but it's very obvious that there was one. I mean, it depends. It depends on how you approach an age gap for me. Like, I know it's like, oof, the biggest thing right now online, but first of all, this is fiction, so, you know. And then also, it depends on how you approach it. So, we shall see how they approach it. It looks kind of like a, you know, very standard storyline. You have your main female lead who is, you know, a working woman, and she's also experiencing some compat, and, you know, she has the choice between marrying somebody who she knows she'll never love truly, or she thinks that she should love but just can't, and instead, you know, someone else comes along and, you know, makes her realize, or maybe she already knew. Like, it's always, you know, hard to tell in a teaser, but it may be a situation where she kind of always knew that she was into women and that was it. But she, you know, was experiencing compat. So, like, you know, sometimes you ignore, you know, your own heart, and your own mind and your own well-being, just to, you know, satisfy some societal pressure or some familial pressure. You know, there's a lot of things that go into compat. But it could be that she already knows and realizes what she's feeling, maybe earlier, maybe, you know, she had some kind of experience, you know, when she was younger, or this experience here is making her realize exactly why she's been so unhappy and depressed and just not able to commit to, you know, this guy who apparently wants to marry her, whatever. You know, one of those stories. We shall see how it goes, but I'm looking forward to it because I'm watching all of these GLs, baby. But this one is kind of, it feels like a kind of more straightforward story, but it depends on how well crafted it is. So I'm looking forward to it. I did, in terms of this trailer, the trailer was a little bit, you know, but it told me what I needed to know. It let me know what the character, at least our principal character, is feeling, and the journey that she's probably going to go on. And it gave me a little bit of a teaser of other characters and, you know, the world around her, and how they will operate in her orbit. I'm thinking we're going to have a lot of focus on, you know, her. And she'll be like our, you know, leading character, for the most part, rather than a situation where we have a dual protagonist. That could, you know, that could just be because of the way this teaser was cut. You know, this teaser trailer was cut. Very easily could get into the actual episode and everything is from her POV, you know? I don't think I caught any names, did I? I don't think I caught any names. So I'll have to look those names up. Like, you know, in a 23.5 trailer, you know, obviously I knew Ongsa and Sun, you know, like, so, they said both of those names multiple times. So, very memorable. Whereas I don't think they said any names in this one. So I'll have to watch it again. So we'll see. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, since this is apparently dropping tomorrow, I'll probably actually start reacting to it pretty soon. Obviously, if it's the first now, as I told you, you'll know that it's in fact the weekend for me here in the US. So I have time to watch an episode of this tomorrow, you know. In between my episodes of Chaser Game W. So, I did a little bit more research on Blank the series, and apparently it's based on a novel that's from the same author as Gap, the series. Yeah, that's Nung, Sam's sister. So, so no wonder some of the vibes reminded me of Gap. Although I don't think it's the same studio, actually. I think this is a different studio making this, right? So no, it's not the same studio. This is 9 Star Studio, and Gap was Idol Factory, right? So, yeah. So I did look up a little bit more about it. So it's by the same author, and she's written a bunch of other stuff. She has another show that was actually on my list to check out, which was Dream. So she wrote the novel for that. That's about a girl who like falls in love with somebody who appears in her dreams, but I guess turns out to be true, I'm guessing. Then Dream Girl, sorry, I'm a Shawwal. So the moment I said that, I was thinking Dream Girl. Like once that drops, we need an edit to Dream Girl for that. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so it's not the same studio, but they are the same characters. Now, I guess now my question is, are we going to see the characters from, like some of the characters from Gap in blank, but maybe played by different actors? Oh, that would be tough, because Free and Becky were so iconic in those roles that it would be hard to see somebody else play them. But maybe we'll get a cameo. Maybe we'll get some cameos. Think we'll get some Free and Becky cameos? That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. I guess we'll see, you know. Other than that, I didn't look up anything else about the story. I was just looking at some of the production stuff. So I looked up the original author a little bit, just so I can see if they did something else, and she did. Although Gap is obviously the big, you know, live action break for her novels. And then to check the studio. But other than that, I haven't looked up any other spoilers. All right, we'll go ahead and leave it there. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Going over to Patreon, it's not really full right now, simply because I'm still working on building up my channel. It's got a few episodes of Moving on there and a few episodes of Wheel of Time, and that's it. Okay? Oh, and I've got the Temin concert. And I still haven't even uploaded the Minho fan meeting. So, still waiting to... I do have it recorded, but I haven't, like, you know, rendered that video. So, so it's slow pickings over there. I wouldn't necessarily go over to Patreon yet. Unless you want to watch what I already have up there and then just cancel your subscription, which is totally fine. I'll let you guys know once I actually start really uploading to Patreon, like, regularly. It'll be probably about the same time I start really uploading to YouTube regularly. And then I'll start actually, you know, being better about uploading. To be fair, actually, Patreon will probably be uploaded because I'm pre-uploading a bunch of stuff to Patreon that I haven't even edited for YouTube. Like the moving episodes, I haven't edited those for YouTube yet. I just started editing the Wheel of Time season 1. I've edited 2 episodes of the Wheel of Time season 1. I am not releasing them until I edit all of them. And then I'll probably edit all of Moving. And then I'll start editing other stuff. And then I might start. I want to get a good few videos, maybe even shows ahead so that when I get really deep into the year, I'm not having to scramble to keep up. I'm able to, like, keep everything releasing on a schedule. So just FYI, channel stuff, that's what I'm doing, okay? All right. We'll go ahead and leave it there, and I will see you guys once this show starts releasing. All right, bye.
Baby, it's whatever. All this ever, but you long gone, it don't matter.